Hi everybody, John Cottrell here of MBODY Yoga, and this is Soft Flow Yoga. Thanks for joining me. In our practice today, we'll be working our hamstrings. We'll be doing some stretching and lengthening and some balancing. We're going to be doing some leg extensions, and we'll be using a few props. You'll need probably a yoga strap or something similar to a yoga strap and a wall. Let's go ahead and start. We'll start in seated. So do find a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a nice soft blanket. You can do the same thing, or even sit on a pillow, or double up on your yoga mats if you just need some extra padding. Be sure you're sitting up nice and tall, well-lengthened spine. Might give your shoulders a nice circle here, and accompany that with a deep breath. Let it all relax and release. One more time, breathing in. Maybe lifting the shoulders up towards your earlobes and exhale. And just continue with slow, steady breaths. You can sit in stillness, or you can continue moving as a way to check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling at this moment. You can also close your eyes as you take this journey inside of self. Or if you want to keep your eyes open, just soften your eyelids. Maybe you're just looking down at the ground or just somewhere out in front of you. As we sit, just feel the breath. Notice how it feels to inhale, filling up your lungs, and exhale, letting it all go. And as you're feeling the breath, also listen to the sound of your breath. Good, just tuning in. Allowing yourself to fully arrive in the space and in this moment. Let's just take 2 more breaths. Let's go ahead and add a simple movement with this breathing. When you're ready, inhale, extend your arms out and up. Good stretch, reaching for the ceiling, and exhale, extend your arms out. Feel as if you'll touch the walls on either side of you, and finish the breath here. Again, breathing in, reaching out and up. Really feel like the breath is moving you. Imagine you were a balloon that was being filled with air. And as you inhale, inflating the balloon, your arms just naturally rise. This is our last one. Just hold in stillness for a couple of seconds. Let's make a transition to our hands and knees. Let's just warm up the spine and our hips. Use some padding here if you'd like. Cat and cow is next. So we'll inhale. Just tip your chin up. Feel like your heart is lifting and moving forward. Meanwhile, you're arching your back and tipping the pelvis back. As you exhale, perhaps if you can, start with your back end and tuck the pelvis under. Feel that your belly button pull up towards your spine. Allow your back to round and chin just tucks in towards chest. Let's reverse it for the inhale. This is cow pose. Arching the back, belly drops, heart opens. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Let's do that a few more times. And one more. And we'll just pause here in a neutral tabletop posture, just coming back to stillness. Let's go through a lunging sequence that will take us to triangle pose, which will be our first hamstring stretch. If you're using a blanket, let's just set that to the side for now. And come back to hands and knees. We'll step the hands forward to get the hands and wrists out from underneath the shoulders. Spread out your fingers pretty wide. Feel the stretch between each finger. Lean and press into the floor as you expand and open your palms. Feel the energy in your straight, strong arms here. Go ahead and tuck your toes. We'll inhale into cow pose once again. Exhale, round it all out. Hold cat pose.
Make sure your toes are tucked, hands are pressing firmly into the floor. Just lift your knees off the ground. Keep the knees bent as the hips continue to rise, allowing the head and chest to sink between the arms. You might make a few adjustments with your feet and even your hands on your mat as you settle into your pose. Just a few seconds here, a breath or two. We're going to go right into a lunge sequence here. Let's inhale, extend right leg up. Let's just hold it for a moment, just reaching long and just being sure hands are pressing firmly into the floor as well. Exhale, let's step right foot to the top of the mat or let it land just behind the wrist. That works just well. We'll turn that back leg so the whole foot behind you is on the floor, shifting the weight back so you have more weight and pressure on that foot so the hands feel a little lighter. I like to climb up the body here. Bring hands to thigh just to help lift and extend spine. And then free the hands, reaching forward, rising up. Pausing here in Warrior One. Already feeling a nice stretch in the left hip flexor, which is good. Strong thigh, hamstring here in this front leg. Stay in your Warrior One. We're just going to lift up to straighten the legs. I'm going to turn towards the left side of the room as I bring my arms down to parallel. This is setting us up for triangle pose. Make a little bit of an adjustment with the feet and legs here, just so everything just feels free and open. No binding in the hips, knees, or ankles. And just reaching out over the right thigh, out past the toes, and just rotate the body. Reaching down with the right hand, it can land anywhere alongside the leg. It might be on the inner thigh, it might be by your knee, it might even be closer down to your calf or ankle. But for soft flow, it's okay to stay up a little higher. Good extension, reaching through the arms, long torso, also getting some nice hip work because of the tipped over sensation, and of course our hamstring stretch. We're going to bend the right knee just to help lunge and guide the body out of the pose. I'm going to reverse the warrior position, almost in a Warrior Two, but now reversing the warrior, reaching up just for a nice side stretch. Then a big windmill or cartwheel all the way around and down to the floor. Rise up onto tiptoes behind you so you're in this runner's lunge. Push firmly into the floor with the hands so your arms feel straight and strong. That way it's easy to slide that right foot back. Plank pose. So from plank, we're moving right away into down dog. I like to bend the knees, keep them soft, hips float into the air, and head and chest is dipped between the arms. More adjusting of the feet and hands. Same lunge sequence on the other side. Let's inhale, extend left leg up. We'll hold for a moment, pressing into the floor with the hands, strong, straight arms, reaching up into the air with this lifted foot and leg. Next exhale, we'll send left foot to the top of the mat or behind the left hand. Right leg turns, right heel to the floor, shifting weight into that back foot. Light hands climb up the body. Hands to thigh, extending spine here. Reach forward, hinging from hips, rising up, reaching up. We'll pause for a moment in our Warrior One pose. Good lengthening through the sides of the body, strong legs, especially that front leg, and a hip flexor release on the other side. Okay, we're going to keep lifting until we straighten this front leg. We'll turn to the right, arms come down to parallel. And again, if you need to, make some adjustments with your feet so you have that freedom in the joints. And then reaching out past this left foot, angled upper body, rotate the arms, reaching high and low. Again, not needing to go down too low, just enough where you start to feel a good stretch through the hamstrings here. Hips, good extension through the arms. Coming out of the pose, we'll bend this left knee into a lunge. We'll come up, we'll pass through our Warrior Two and reverse the warrior, reaching up. Another left side stretch here. All right, we're going to windmill all the way around and down to the floor in front. Rise up onto tiptoes for our runner's lunge. Push firmly into the floor with the hands, strong arms. So you can slide left foot back, plank pose. I'm And return to down dog once again. Soft knees, hips to sky. We're going to come to standing. So I'm just going to take a few steps forward, maybe just towards the center of the mat or until your feet are flat on the mat, and just slide your fingertips towards your toes. We'll hold here for a moment in the standing forward fold so we can continue this wonderful hamstring stretch. A few breaths here. And then shifting weight into the heels, bend your knees to lower your hips. Start lifting upper body. Once again, you can climb up the body, bring hands to thighs, push into thighs, coming up to a chair-like position to help extend spine, and just continue standing until you're tall. We'll get even taller with an inhale, extending both arms up into the sky, and exhale, arms down to your side. Maybe another circle of the shoulders. Check in with your elbows, wrists, and fingers. Alrighty. All right, we're going to do a balancing posture. We're going to use the wall to help with that balance, and we're going to use a strap to help with a leg extension. So if you don't have a wall near you, it could always be a table or a chair, just something that's going to help you maintain good balance as you're standing on one foot. So I got my nice long strap. So my right foot is closest to the wall, which means I'm going to place the strap underneath my left foot. So we'll start with the left leg extension. So once you got your strap in place, standing nice and tall, it's almost like you're in mountain pose again. Close enough to the wall to help you with balance, right here. So I'm going to just soften the knees a little bit. I'm already going to place my hand on the wall because I'm going to start balancing on my right foot. So I'm shifting weight into the right foot. When the inhale, feel very tall. Exhale, pull belly in to secure my center by engaging the abdominal lock. And like I was a marionette puppet, just lifting the foot, just pulling on the string here, just like this. And then we can extend the leg. Now, in the pictures of this pose, you might see the leg straight out and up, parallel to the floor. But don't worry about that. You can even extend the leg down here, still getting a good hamstring stretch. If you want to bring it up a little higher, perfect. And it's okay to even bend the knee slightly. So you don't have to worry too much about balancing on your own since you just have your hand on a wall or a table or a chair. Now I'm going to turn this way. Just so we're going to do this next thing by swinging the leg out to the side. It doesn't have to go all the way sideways, just a different sensation. And so as the leg just kind of spins out, we have another spinning action we want to create here in the whole leg. We're going to rotate it out. It's just going to help the pelvis open up a bit so you can maybe take the leg a little bit out to the side. You can see I'm still using the wall for balance. So the standing leg is very strong. We have this extended leg getting a hamstring stretch and some hip work. All right, we're going to bring it back to center. I'm going to bend the knee here and bring the foot back down to the floor, just like this. All right, so that's our work. That's all we're going to be doing. I'm just going to turn around so I can do the other side. Balancing on left foot. Right foot will step into the strap. It's a long strap, so I need to wrap it around the hand here. And just make your way to a mountain pose, so it just gives you a place of starting, beginning the sequence here. A little softness in the knees. I'm shifting weight into my left foot. I'm going to go ahead and place my left hand on the wall. And the marionette puppet lifting. In the thigh here is just parallel to the floor. Extending the leg, knowing that you can keep the leg really low if you'd like, maybe up a little higher, but just be aware if you're lifting the leg, be aware if you're falling or leaning back. I'm going to try to stay up nice and tall. That way you have a little bit more work happening in that hip flexor, thigh, and even the hamstring. I'm starting to fall, so you might just fall against the wall there. I'm going to take the leg out to the side. Again, it could be low. I'm going to rotate that leg out. And just open up. So you can see here, so it could be just at a shorter angle or way out to the side. Not holding it too long, we're just giving ourselves a bit of a little
challenge. Standing, getting strong in the standing left leg. Good extension and hip opener through this right. Okay, we're going to bring it back to center. Bend the knee and bring the foot back down to the floor. All right, we're done with the strap. Let's return to the top of the mat here. We'll just make our way down to finish our practice. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift to extend the spine. On the exhale, bend the knees enough so you can plant your palms flat into the mat. Big step back or several steps back into plank pose. Getting the shoulders and hips in about the same alignment. Just holding here for a few seconds for good strength. We're going to bring knees to the floor and then sit back briefly into hero. This will certainly take that stretch out of the legs here. Not holding this too long. I'm just going to go get my blanket again and finish the practice in seated. Sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath. Good. And one last movement together. We'll inhale, extend the arms out and up. And exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Once here, take one more breath in and out. And as we come to the close of our practice together, we bow saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.